Hey, how's it going from Kansas City? My name is Jeremiah Nickel, aka JT Nickel on Reddit, at ProDJKC on Twitter. Um, it's just going to be an off the top of my head type of video with the market and everything going on. I'm sure, I'm sure you guys have seen the level of frustration at an all-time high in the trading subreddit, especially amongst holders and. Don't doubt it for a bit. A lot of people saw this thing overshoot the bottom by 50%. I basically resigned myself back at $300 that if it was going to go below 300 that I would just ride it. And I really thought that 300 would hold. I thought 500 would hold, all that stuff. But I've been buying on the way down. And I know people say, well, you should wait for a reversal and then pile in. Well, in crypto, sometimes that reversal will catch you off guard, and I don't know if we're going to see the type of reversal, and I don't know how to put this eloquently. I think it's still going to be a very long 2019. That's the only way I can say it. And so if you're kind of a dollar cost average guy like me, I started kicking that in a while back, and I'm happy with that. I've been through this before with Bitcoin. And but this particular drop right here stings. At this point, it feels like it stings worse than the Dow hack for Ethereum because although some deadlines have been delayed and scaling is always, months not weeks away, months not weeks or whatever the phrase is. I still have a lot of passion for the team, and when you look at the metrics on development, it's still chugging away. The lead devs are killing it. If somebody had shared an image of Vitalik's work, just him alone has been rock steady. And I know price is the dominant feature of our sub, but if you dip over to the Ethereum subreddit, there's some good conversations going on with all kinds of different scaling options on the horizon. The point is, I still feel like even though we are going down faster than Bitcoin, I think when Bitcoin finds its bottom, Ethereum's going to have an easier time getting back up against that ratio. If you look at just the fundamentals of the whole space, this is crazy, and I didn't bring my tinfoil hat with me. I got several different colors of aluminum foil hats for what I'm about to say. But this is kind of one of those deals where careful what you wish for. I think there's been a lot of pressure from institutions, and I'm not going to say governments necessarily, but definitely players within institutions on grinding this thing down to either accumulate or try to kill it. And so if you look at the hash rate and the security of the networks and the miners shutting off and the difficulty, readjustments and all this stuff, what a rocket ship of a ride the last 12 months has been. And man, just the pressure of the amount of shorts on the markets, and you don't even have to own the asset to join in the party to short. Okay, so that's about it for my tinfoil hat thought on everything. We do have a lot of good, honest reasons why things have gone down with the pressure of ICOs that have sold, but we've got a lot of projects that sold a long time ago that have plenty of secure funding, and I can't remember what the news organization was. Was it DIAR? Somebody had published an article that had showed just how much of those wallets haven't been moving Ethereum onto the market. So we do have some Genesis wallets that have been locked up. I mean, there's wallets with 100,000 coins that have been locked up since Genesis block, and they got moved to the market. So there's just probably a lot of legit sell pressure on top of the margin traders that don't have to have a vested stake in owning it to short it. And then the grind of, the tools and the assets that an institution can leverage in a space like this is mind-boggling. Also, somebody had pointed out on the daily yesterday. I've been so busy with the moderators queue, and I'll get to that in a minute. But somebody had said yesterday that the 24-hour trading volume of Ethereum was 25% of the market cap. What? Right? That's an astounding number. By comparison, and this is a big number for Bitcoin, 10% of its market cap was traded in 24 hours. That's big. That's a lot of money moving, okay? That's incredible. Does that mean 25% of the coins were moving though? See, this is the thing about the market cap statistic it's all about the buy pressure really. What's actually being traded on the buy and sell walls, but that's a whole nother concept, which gets into why XRP's market cap is numbered whatever it's been 2 or something. Okay, I don't even want to get into that. I want to get into the weeds on the moderators queue. If you go look at the moderators logs, we've been busy. Okay, we had another one of our guys. I won't name anybody, of course, but we had a mod mail come in because one of our traders had noticed another EthTrader guy or EthTrader guy talking about suicide and talking legitimately about it. And I think we all know that's a very real thing that hits this space every time, and it hits any market space every time we have these incredible dark trading days, right? So take care of yourself. That's all I can say. Mentally, I mean, we're all down. Everybody that's a holder like me who this is stupid, I know to say this, I still think everything under $1,000 in the next 3-4 years is going to be a steal. Right now it's not, and people hurt, and people bought, and they are down in their investment, and that includes people that I know personally. Think all the coins that I bought up in the ranges are all down, right? Other projects that I've sold ETH into are down. The altcoin market is atrocious. All right, I mean, we're down what, 92% from all-time high. Some of these altcoins are down more than that. Hey, it is what it is. You got to have a pretty thick skin in this space, and that's not going to change. And what's going to happen is you'll get complacent again about your goals and your priorities, and then the price starts to go back up again, and you think it won't stop. It won't stop this time. We are mainstream again. We are all over the news because of this crazy market. Again, you'll forget to set your goals to take some money off the table on the way up. So just be a goal setter and don't get over leveraged. Please don't mortgage your house for this stuff. I used a little bit of money out of a second mortgage, a little bit, a long time ago, but I didn't take out a ton of money to invest, right? So, be smart about how you go about this, and don't be going and quitting your jobs. I know there are people who found financial freedom out of the bull market, and they did sell, and they made their goals, and they did quit their job. But now that the rest of their investment, which was kind of like their nest egg, is now not so nesty as they thought. And so, the market gives until it doesn't. Please don't come in our sub. Now that that's said, please don't come in our sub and rub salt in the wounds. You're going to get banned. It's that plain and simple. All right? We have enough trolls as it is. People that spam and post bearish sentiment or bullish sentiment. I mean, we have enough of the spam stuff already. But we have guys that have come in here, and I don't know, maybe girls too. They're talking about, well, time to get the shotgun. Well, time to go get the rope. We don't do that in our sub. We just don't. Take that to Wall Street Bets. And don't come crying to us moderators that it was just a joke. There's articles now. They're out there right now. of a CEO of a particular crypto fund that committed suicide. I'm not going to name his name or link an article or any of that stuff. People are devastated. You don't need to come in here and joke across the internet anonymously and tell people these things, because I feel this recent one with one of our EthTraders that had announced that there's a possibility of suicide. These people I reach out to privately, and other traders do as well. And this is the third time since I've been a moderator I've been noticing this. Don't joke about it, all right? Better than getting on Reddit and telling us about the fact that you might be committing suicide, get off of Reddit, I say. And don't look at the charts, and just get off of Reddit and get yourself some help, all right? All right, you just heard my doorbell ring. All right, get my door. So anyway, yes, take care of each other in the sub. Be kind to one another. Act like you're in the same room with all of these people, even if you hate the idea of ever being in the same room with some of them. I find that it pays dividends. Just another quick deal. If you're on the Reddit redesign, you can now buy the banner at the top of the page. And let's see, Should Be Dan, user Should Be Dan, purchase that bad boy, and it's going to cost you some serious donuts to get it away from him. So what happens is you purchase the banner with your donuts, you set a price, and then you pay 1% of that price every day to keep it. And once you're liquidated of your donuts, the banner goes back up to auction. Right now, I think it's for sale for something like 700,000 donuts, and it's funny. I mean, there's like a Doge taco, right? There's Vitalik. There's an Ethereum fireball cascading through the sky. It's pretty funny. So hats off to Should Be Dan for that amazing banner. I find it hilarious. Some people may find it offensive because it's touting ETH as being some kind of altcoin or shitcoin. Pardon my French, but you get the idea. So I think it's a funny nod to the sub. So I think that's it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Reddit redesign a little bit more. I know it's kind of it is what it is, but for our sub with the polling, we just had a recent poll that had 1.5 thousand upvotes. And remember, it only costs, I think, $100 to make 100 donuts to make a poll, and the results are always pretty interesting. And so come up with some good polls, and I like them. You don't have to answer them. They're just a post like anything else. So for those of you that are nagging about polls or whatever, we don't have the glut of polls we did when we first started this process. So hopefully you guys, as time goes on, kind of like them. I do. I think it's a neat thing, and it's unique to our sub. So anyway, good luck, guys. Cheers, and big hugs from Kansas City. We will talk to you soon.